So it happened. Blake Ferguson had his name called in the NFL draft, something that has been a rarity in the draft to have a long snapper taken. He set it as his goal, and it happened, and we're fired up to have Blake Ferguson join us on AFR. Probably an obvious answer to this question, but how are you?
I'm doing well. This is one of the greatest times ever. National champ and going to get drafted. So it's been a whirlwind, but it's been amazing.
When you got the call from Miami, if you would walk us through that moment and leading up to it and ultimately how it played out.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy actually. So we were watching the draft. Started at noon our time, 11 o'clock your time, and we're just kind of watching the draft and keeping up and eating some Chick-fil-A nuggets. That we had a little nugget tray going on.
Yeah.
Can't miss the nugget tray.
Love the nugget tray. What kind of sauce did you go with?
I'm a big Polynesian guy.
Oh, really? Musso's pumping fist. I'm barbecue. I'm, I guess, boring barbecue sauce guy.
We had Chick-fil-A sauce, Polynesian sauce, and barbecue sauce.
Okay.
So,
okay.
We allowed all tastes to take part.
A virtual smorgasbord of sauces.
Exactly. And then Erica, Reid's fiance, made a charcuterie board.
Oh,
so that was a nice touch as well. She was fired up about that.
I do love a charcuterie board.
Yes, I'm a big fan.
Boy, y'all had a nice party, man.
We did. Well, yeah, it was less than 10 people, so I don't know if you call it a party, but no, we had a good time. It was a crazy day, and when the call finally came in, we were just kind of sitting around watching during the 6th round, and I was expecting my phone call to come more in the 7th round, because that's usually when long snappers get calls, if they do get calls. And so I hadn't heard anything all day actually, and I was anticipating a couple of different calls from some teams that I've been talking with, and honestly hadn't heard a thing. And so that was worrying me a little bit. And then my phone started ringing when the 184th pick was up. And it's funny, my buddy, one of my best friends, he texted me and said, Miami at 185. And I said, man, that'd be awesome. And so
right then is when he texted you? Was right then or earlier?
It was no, sorry, backtracking a little bit. It was a few minutes prior to that phone call coming in. And so we joked after the call and everything that he had called he had called it. But yeah, so I got the phone call. I yelled, everybody get quiet. And we muted the TV, and it was Chris Greer from the Dolphins. And honestly, I don't remember a ton of what went on in that conversation, but what I do remember is him saying, all right, we're going to make you a Dolphin here with this next pick. And then I look over at the TV, and then the little thing comes across the bottom and it says the pick is in. And so that was sort of when it really hit me that, oh my gosh, like this is actually happening. And for me, like I knew that I had an opportunity to be drafted, but as a snapper, it's very rare. And so I was fortunate to be part of that select group that have their name called on draft day.
Yeah. When we talked last, we talked about the hashtag that you were using, right? It was 165, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The goal to be the highest drafted long snapper. You came 20 spots short of that. When 165 came and went, honestly, Blake, we were doing a live show, draft show, and so I was telling our audience, like, this is where we're keeping an eye for Blake, and it came and went as it did, and then you came a little bit later on the board. But was there any part of you that was just like, just a little disappointed?
Yeah, I would say so. And, it's funny looking back, because when it was like the 163rd pick, I went and got a couple of items of food from the kitchen, and I felt my Apple Watch buzz like I was getting a phone call. And I looked down, and it was my mom was calling me, pulling a nice little prank on me. And I didn't think it was all that funny at the time, but looking back, looking back, I can appreciate the humor in that because she clearly knew something that I didn't, and she knew that my time would come and that it was all in good fun. But for me, the goal was 165. But it's like I said, in addition to that, all I want is an opportunity, and so my opportunity is in Miami, and I couldn't be more fired up.
Dude, you're an NFL draft pick. Like 165, 180, but who cares, man? Like,
yep.
Anyway, I'm fired up for you. So I also saw the picture of you and Reid. I guess, did you post that?
I did. Well, we both did.
You both did. Okay, so
yes.
what's that moment? Right, the call comes, and then you're there sharing it with your brother. So what's that moment like?
Man, it was crazy because the call. I talked to Chris Greer, the GM, and then Coach Flores, and then they immediately flipped me over to like one of the communications PR people with the Dolphins to discuss media and how you attack that. And so I hung up the phone, and I had about a minute and a half to like hug my family before I was going upstairs and getting on a press conference on a Zoom call. And so it was crazy. I mean, I hung up the phone and I just like burst into tears. It was an amazing moment, and one of those just tangible moments that I'll remember forever. Just seeing all my hard work come to fruition, and Reid obviously has been there every step of the way, and he's been an incredible role model for me. So it was nice for him to be that first big bear hug that I got following the phone call.
Yeah, we have for those watching on CST or our Watch app, we got the picture up on screen right now. I'll retweet it to I didn't realize I hadn't done it yet, but I'll retweet it so you can go see it. But it's really, really a cool moment. But so they shuffle you off to a PR lady or someone in the PR department. Like, did they not know that you basically were on the SEC leadership? Like you're kind of well versed in doing this.
I think it was kind of protocol for them to say, talk about this, don't talk about that. Just a little bit of preparation, and then honestly, I went up to my room and got on a Zoom call with the Miami beat reporters, and I'm pretty sure they could still see like the tears in my eyes because it had been about 2 minutes since the draft came across the screen on the TV. But it was pretty cool. And then it's funny when I came back downstairs, everybody obviously went crazy again, and then my mom goes, "So what'd they say? Like, what did he say on the phone? Like, what did he say?" And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. I completely blacked out. And so, I'm pretty sure I called the PR director coach. I have no idea. Man, I'm telling you, that phone call, your heart is beating so fast, and you are like just trying to keep it together because it's a lot of years and years of hard work that you finally can see, the end result.
Blake Ferguson for a couple of more minutes, 6th-round pick of the Miami Dolphins, fired up for you and for your family. But you do kind of have, like, your family has a conflict now.
Yes, absolutely we do.
So, I mean, for those that don't know, Reid's with the Bills, Blake's now with the Dolphins. They're in the same division. So when the Dolphins and the Bills play, what do your parents do?
They get a half and half jersey.
Oh, see, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they got to choose. Maybe your dad wears your jersey, mom wears Reid's jersey, and then like for the home game, and then they switch.
Oh,
for the because you're gonna play twice, so it's like, all right, you wear one game and you wear the other.
Or maybe they both rep the home team wherever we're playing.
But if you're in Buffalo and you look in the stands and your parents are both wearing Reid's jersey, aren't you like, what the hell, man?
That's tough. And like, whose locker room do they come hang out outside after the game's over?
Oh.
Like what? Like,
see?
I have no idea. That's some stuff. But that's a good problem to have, I guess.
It is a very good problem to have. There's no question. But I think, we need to get on the horn with Kevin and see what these answers are going to be. They got to start thinking about this.
it certainly makes their lives easier for 2 of the 16 games.
Travel's going to be much easier for a couple of them anyway. All right, before I let you go, just practically speaking, what have the Dolphins told you about, like, what do you do for this unknown offseason?
So we haven't gotten a whole lot of information. The rookies have been given a little bit of information just about quote-unquote rookie minicamp, which will probably take place over Zoom phone calls, and then they'll sort of do our rookie initiation orientation type meetings and stuff on Zoom as well. So, but we haven't been told when we're going to be going back to Miami, and I'm looking forward to that day. But as of right now, we don't know when that'll be.
Blake Ferguson, what we do know is that you're a draft pick, man. Miami Dolphins, I'm fired up for you, and wish you our congratulations, and we'll be following you as whatever this offseason holds. We'll be following you as it goes along, man. Best of luck to you, and we're pumped for you, man.
Thanks so much, Matt.